we've had some pretty high-profile incidents where kids, teenagers, some of even younger than teens, have committed horrific crimes. Think of the school shootings, right?
Georgia, last couple of weeks ago. Yeah.
And we've now seen where parents are being held responsible. Parents are being charged. Parents are going to jail.
Good.
For not doing enough to prevent, for being negligent,
right.
Especially when it comes to either providing firearms or not taking appropriate steps before their kid went out and committed a criminal act. So we had a story about a dad,
mm-hmm.
and I'm wondering, is this the first of many we're going to be hearing about where some parents have gotten the message, either you do something now or you're going to jail with your kid?
Yeah, we got a 10-year-old Florida boy. His father turned him in.
10 years old.
Yeah, the boy made a threat to shoot up a high school on Snapchat. And so, has a precedent been set? Michigan, we've got a mom and a dad in jail because of what their son did. In Georgia, we've got a dad in jail, bought his 13-year-old his own gun, way underage, not allowed to have that at 13, and did it after he said he wanted to shoot up a school. And so let me tell you what I think happened in this. I don't think this has to do with dad worried about himself going to jail. I don't think that's it. I think dad looks at this kid, loves his son,
mm-hmm.
knows that there's something that's going on, knows that there's obviously he's not in the right place. And the only way that I can get my son better is to turn him in. I don't think this has anything to do with dad.
Well, okay, so I think that's interesting because I know that we've heard of stories, frustrating stories, where parents or family members have said, we know there's a problem.
Right.
We've tried to get help.
Sometimes
We've gone everywhere that you're supposed to go. We've tried to do all the right things,
mm-hmm.
and we're still terrified that our kid might either hurt himself or hurt somebody else.
If your kid goes and shoots a school up, his life is over, and he's killed a whole bunch of people.
Yeah.
If you turn that kid in, and I can't even imagine turning your own kid in, but if you do that, the child could get help. And maybe that's the only thing that dad, I think that's the only, I don't think dad's like, gosh, if I don't turn my own son in, I'll go to jail. I don't think he's thinking that. He's like, how can I save my boy?
10, can we give it back to 10 years old?
Yep. He may have just saved his life by turning him in.
10 years old.
Right.
Threatening to shoot up a school.
And I think dad knew that it was a serious threat.
It was credible, yeah.
I think he thinks, you know what? My kid does want to shoot that school up. I've got to do something. And I'm sure he did it not only for, the kids in the school, but he's like, this is how I saved my son. I have to turn him in for him to get better.
Old.
Yeah.
It's heartbreaking.
Thanks for watching Outspoken with Bruce and Gaydos. Tap to watch more from KTAR News and click the button in the middle to subscribe.